Hello everyone, welcome to Coffee Tea Money Talk. Okay, my name is Lenin, Estelle, Kieran and Ben. And the topic for today is about term insurance.
Horrible.
So I'm going to ask you, what is the key benefit of having term insurance compared to whole life plan?
It's cheap for large sum assured.
Question number 2. Term insurance provide financial security for my loved one in case of, how does it actually provide that in terms of unforeseen financial circumstances?
I think very simple. During the insured events, then term insurance will be basically able to pay out the coverage that is being paid for lah. So normally your term insurance is able to cover a big amount, and that will help your family members to tie down through their unforeseen circumstances.
Okay, question number 3, Estelle. So what factors should I consider what factors do you consider determine the appropriate cover for yourself when buying term insurance?
So we look at the income loss if death occur, and also if you stop work due to critical illness, and lastly, how long you want to cover for.
Okay, Ben, coming to you, the next question. So how does the cost of term insurance change over time?
It doesn't. It's supposed to be a level term, so whatever you pay now will be the price you'll be paying for the duration of the term.
So what impact does long-term financial planning have on term insurance?
Long-term financial
Planning. How does this term insurance
comes into place?
Yeah, for long-term financial planning.
So I think in terms of long-term financial planning, right, we want to cover in any event that things do happen to the sole breadwinner or someone is actually bringing income to the family, right? Term insurance is able to provide a cost-effective way of bringing that coverage up significantly using very little amount being paid. So I think that will allow good long-term planning in that context.
So next question, Estelle. Sorry, a bit fast. So in what situation would you recommend a term insurance?
Usually if the person is in the late 30s or entering 40s, the premium can be a little bit high due to the age, or maybe you're also a smoker. This affect the premium. So term insurance is cheaper for older age group, and also if certain profile like smoker where the premiums tend to be higher, they want to keep the budget low. So there's some of the consideration, and also some people want to only cover for 10 years or 20 years when the kids are old. They don't need to cover forever. So when there's a specific timeline, the term insurance is good for that purpose.
What is the common misperception that people have when buying term insurance? So far, what are the common misconceptions that you come across that people have when they want to buy term insurance?
So they usually don't like the fact that there's no cash value. But then when I show them that if they want to have cash value, the premiums can go up 2 to 3 times, they understand that why term works better.
I would say maybe 2 pointers that what is the difference between term insurance and whole life?
So I think term insurance is just like a plain vanilla insurance coverage where you are able to cover whether is it death, disability and critical illness. But whole life coverage or whole life insurance do have some cash component inside that is actually invested into participating funds. So part of the money that you contribute to the whole life plan is part of it is into coverage, and the other part is into the participating fund that gives bonuses in that sense.
So coming back to Estelle, how does term insurance play a part in estate planning?
Estate planning, essentially we're talking about what happened if the person passed away and what's left behind for the estate, as in the dependents, the children, or even the spouse. So term till 99, which is term till 100 or term till 99, is useful for that purpose because it's relatively cheaper compared to whole life plan, and you can achieve a big sum assured, 1 million or 2 million, and it pour into your estate, and you can name your beneficiary.
So now, Ben, does disability income consider a term insurance, and why and no? Yes and no to you. Does disability income consider as a term insurance?
Okay, so there are two kinds of disability income currently. There's one that covers you for your job,
and then there's the other one that ties in with CareShield Life. So CareShield Life, that one I would deem it as a long-term care coverage, so I would not consider it as a disability income. So for term, is a disability income. For disability income, is a term because you just need to cover yourself from now to your retirement age of usually 65. So yes, disability income is a term.
How much term insurance coverage should a person in 40s, 50s, and 60s have, including critical illness?
I think a rule of thumb, I think most people would know, 10 times of your annual income. But I feel that sometimes it can be a little bit too much if you are a high income earner. So a good gauge will be probably using 10 times of your expenses that you're using currently. I think that will be a more fair gauge, including whatever school fees, potential school fees that you want to cover for your kids in the future. In terms of critical illness, that's more for your living expenses in any event that you're not able to work. So that's about 5 times of your expenses as well.
So Estelle, the final question for this episode. Okay, so the takeaway that, or we would say that, how much do a person that budget his entire portfolio to a term insurance, in your own opinion?
I think term insurance form about maybe about 10% of your expense savings, because some rule of thumb you say that it's between 10 to 15%, but that's the whole insurance cost. So it really depends whether you use term insurance alone or you use a mix of insurance, but total insurance cost should be about 10 to 15% of your total income.
Okay guys, before I end, I actually want to give you guys a good promotion. So we're having a selected term products that's giving to our audience. So Kieran, what is that?
It's a 50% cashback.
On first year premium.
Thank you guys.